Centre, a venue that's used state-of-the-art techniques to provide the best possible conditions for these athletes to get the best possible results in the pool. Really important for a good start here.
Set. Away they go.
As they emerge from the water, we see the early leaders into their stroke pattern at 25 metres. Well, nearly halfway and still an awful lot to do. The kick's good. China are in first place. Japan in second. In third, it's Portugal. The final part of this wonderful event as the world witnesses Olympic history in the making. Now it's getting exciting. Japan finish first and qualify for the final. China go through in second place. And sixth place, it's Hungary. Let's have a look at the final results then. The post-mortem. No complaints from the athletes about the facilities here. This really is a state-of-the-art stadium. The Olympic Games always has a habit of making super.
On your marks. Set.
The Caribbean islands have enjoyed great success over the sprint events. Jamaica, Namibia, and also Trinidad and Tobago have all featured on the podium.
Set.
We're off, we're underway, and that's a really good start. This isn't this athlete's best performance at this stage. Approaching the halfway point, through the first 100 quite quickly as the stagger evens out. France are in first place, Portugal are in second, heading towards the line here. Qualifying in first, it's Portugal. Second place goes to France. Well, this athlete was there or thereabouts for this race, and you've got to say that when it came down to it, it was just that little bit of extra quality that wasn't. Here we go then, a capacity crowd to watch the men's 200 metres final. 8 athletes ready to do their bit. Half a lap of the track.
Set.
Good start in the centre of the screen. This athlete needs to pick up the pace. The halfway point fast approaching here. Now's the time for these athletes to really make their move. In first place, France. In second, it's Portugal. Holding third place, Hungary. France take gold, a new Olympic champion. Second and silver for Portugal. Germany will claim the bronze. Pump of the fist in celebration, and quite rightly he gets the accolades of the crowd. France take gold, well earned, well deserved. Congratulations. Let's have a glance at who's where in the overall Welcome to the Aquatic Centre. This purpose-built venue has really proved popular with the athletes, judging by the time. This event has seen a number of different countries dominate over the years. Primarily it was Team USA, latterly Russia, the Netherlands and France. The qualifying for the men's 100 metres freestyle is underway. Approaching 25 metres and already some early moves. Quarter of the way through this event and already the early leaders start to take hold. Half the race nearly gone and much to do, I'm afraid. That's not a good turn, and now the pressure is really on. In the lead, Great Britain. Canada in second. Hungary in third. 25 metres to go. A full stretch. Great Britain qualify in first place. Hungary go through in second, and Canada in third make their way through to the final. Well, that was fairly impressive. A good race and a good performance. A strong stroke, good breathing patterns, but most importantly, when it came down to the crunch, this athlete really did work hard with their endurance. Welcome to the 6,000-seat Olympic velodrome built specifically for the 2012 Games, costing almost 93. In Beijing, GB took track cycling to a new level with their scientific and futuristic approach to the sport that included specifically designed bikes and helmets. 3 laps to go, and this is where tactics are absolutely crucial. China out in front and in control here, while Belgium look like the real deal. They're in second place, just winding up the speed as they go round. 500 metres to go. Going to have to fight their way through here. This is a good test of the stamina. Well, rough and tumble out there, bumping shoulders. China are in first place. Got to be strong as we go down the final straight. Hungary will qualify in first place. China go through in second place. And Belgium move on to the final in third. Well, lots of raw aggression in this performance. Really did. This is the men's 100 metres freestyle final. Hungary were the first winners of this event in 1896. Since then, though, there's been success for the USA, Australia, Germany, Russia and the Netherlands. Acknowledging the crowd. Silence descends. We're off and we're underway in the men's 100 metres freestyle final. Race starting to take shape as we reach the quarter point. All 8 athletes very, very close through 25 metres. Pulling through the water hard. Good turn, good kick. Out in front, Hungary. Second place, Great Britain. In third place, Canada. And there's less than quarter of the race still to go. The last few metres. Britain finish on the podium. A new Olympic champion is crowned. Silver for Hungary. Canada take bronze. Not quite enough for gold, but a really strong showing. Silver it is, and it's Olympic gold for Great Britain. Plenty of smiles in the Hungarian camp as this athlete takes home a silver medal. Well, this is the crowning glory as now the athletes take to the podium. Superb performance. Everybody in this building really appreciates how hard they've worked to become the Olympic champion and take home a medal from London 2012. And I'm sure the emotions are going to be high on the podium. Well, the men's Keirin event really does bring the crowd out in their numbers, and they respond well to these cyclists who will enjoy, and this is rare in the Keirin event, 360 noise, as usually the fans are only down the two back straights, but here in this specifically designed venue, they'll get the noise around the corners as well. Have to be careful not to use all their stamina up straight away. That's a big collision going shoulder to shoulder. The final lap approaches. The bell tolls, it's the final lap. In first place, China. Second place, Belgium. Still moving well off the seat and starting to sprint as we go into the final bend. China finish with gold. Hungary take silver. Belgium take bronze. One last look at the final standings then, and China, confirmation here, they win the gold medal. This is a really proud moment for this athlete. All of those years of hard work. Next in the diving pool then, the qualifying rounds of the women's 10-metre platform. Looking for a good performance here. In the 19th century, gymnasts performed over water in an exercise that was called fancy diving. This led to the development of modern-day diving. An awful lot of effort, but in the end, her technique just let her down slightly. Let's see how they rated it. Dive number 2, still need to be careful what to choose here. Only this athlete knows. Well, that's a good takeoff from the platform. Great entry into the water. I think she'll be pleased with that. That's a decent dive. The judges' marks are awaited, and you can never be totally sure if they see it the same way as we do. Things going well after that round. Let's have a look at the scoreboard. Second place. It's been a good competition so far, and now this is the moment where they can seize the day and take control. Well, that was all right. Certainly not the worst dive you're going to see in this competition. Very average, though. Well, here are the scores. Well, in the top 3 after that last round, third place is a good position to be in. Well, it's been a good competition so far, and now it comes down to selecting a big dive at a big moment. Round 4 has proved to be problematic, and this competitor very disappointed. Well, we can take a look at the replay, but I'm sure the diver won't want to. They know just how badly wrong they got it. Has to have a good dive, has to look at the rating of difficulty. sure she'll feel like she let herself down a bit there. The execution just not quite there. Here's the replay. Well, you can tell from the reaction that this athlete's disappointed not to finish in the top three. Welcome back then for the finals of the women's 10-metre platform. This crowd has been waiting for this event all day. The atmosphere is terrific. There are elements of this dive that are going to be challenging, but overall, this is only a dive of medium difficulty. Let's take a look at the replay. Good degree of difficulty and well executed. And now it is over to the judges to get their view on this. Let's have a look at the current scoreboard then after the first round. A number of options that the diver can take. Is it going to be the case of pushing herself, or will it be a case of playing safe? Well, that'll leave her smiling, I think, as she leaves the pool. That was pretty good. Let's have a look what the judges have to say. Well, this is a tough choice. How to improve on that last dive. There are plenty of options. That was very, very average performance. Let's check on the replay. Well, how do the judges rate this performance? Well, let's take a check on the scoreboard, and there's good news, lying in first place. Well, that's good elevation, and the entry is decent into the water. Not going to be this diver's best effort, though. Let's see what the judges have got to say about that. Let's have a look at the scoreboard after that round, and it makes good reading. First place. Not massively difficult, this dive. Well, certainly not the best performance in this competition, but it doesn't matter at this stage. The hard work's already been done. Second. Well, plenty of crowd support here. They're all ready to get this event underway. As we look at the starting lineup, plenty of talent. Well, this athlete's future will be decided in the next 2 minutes. One good run could mean all the difference. Well, through that gate with ease, approaching Piccadilly Circus here. Crucial to keep momentum through Piccadilly Circus. Well, looked on course to go through that gate, but somehow missed it. Well, that's not bad through the first time check. Keeps momentum through that gate. Got to keep the boat above water through this upstream gate. Had to slow down to get through that gate. Well, that's a gate missed, I'm afraid. Off the woodwork. Well, doing some things right, but some mistakes as well at checkpoint number 2. Maintaining momentum through Stonehenge. Well, completely and utterly missed that gate. Had to fight to get back through that upstream gate. Well, this is a poor run, mainly because of the number of penalties. At this stage, the rhythm's not quite right, and that's probably costing on the time. Really going for it towards Big Ben. Did well to get through that gate. Well, the crowd will react to that quite rightly. Well, let's have a look at the replay then. Well, technically, this is a really good run. Negotiating some of the hazards very well here. There's no doubt. Welcome back to the Aquatic Centre, and the next event is the women's 10-metre platform final. Well, that's a good choice. Well, that's not bad, but it's not great either. Here's the replay. No doubt there are a few nerves as the scores start to come in. Well, that was good, right up to the point of entry. But once again, struggled to get out. Here's the replay of that. Let's have a look how the judges rated it. So many options to go for. Not the easiest and not the hardest dive that's going to ever be selected, but one that needs to be done right. That was all right from him. I don't think you could describe the dive as being anything other than average, though. Well, let's see how the judges rated that fourth dive. Must select a good one here. Well, this is brave. This is a really brave dive. Well, the approach was all wrong there, and an over-rotation in the jump. The entry into the water produced a big splash, and all of that will mean poor points. 7th at this stage, not a great performance, I'm afraid to say. Got to pick it up here. This is a relatively tough dive. It's not the most difficult in the competition, but one that, if achieved well, then the points reward is there. Here's the replay. This one of the more simple dives, and this athlete really had to execute on this. Welcome back then, this is the Lee Valley White Water Centre, and this is the final of the men's slalom in the kayaking. Another gate clear. Well, the next gate is upstream, got to get it technically bang on here. Has to keep on top of the white water in the approach to Ben Nevis. Well, that was a hard one to get through, but he managed it. Well, it doesn't matter how you hit the gate or how hard you hit the gate. As long as you make contact, you will be penalised. Well, this is a tough gate to go through. Another upstream one. Has to halt momentum here. Well, this gate proved to be a little problematic, but now he's through that gate. Well, it took an awful lot of hard work and effort, but eventually got through that gate. Well, that's good paddling. Made to work hard to get through that gate. Great time through section 2. Must negotiate Stonehenge here. Needs to keep on top of the white water through this upstream gate. Well, this gate proved to be a little problematic, but now he's through that gate. This athlete's going to need a big improvement here to get back into medal contention, accelerating towards Big Ben. Well, it took an awful lot of hard work and effort, but eventually got through that gate. Hit that gate really hard, that must have hurt. Well, let's have a look at the replay then. Well, finding this one a little more difficult than expected through the first half.